Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. Right now we're at $45.54. We're up 0.4%. And what I want to do today was talk to you about some of the bullish things that are taking place for Litecoin right now. We're going to be looking at a potential MACD cross that's starting to form right now, which we haven't seen since October 6th. So that's something that's important. We're trying to set a slight higher low here, guys. There's still a lot of fight though. We're really deep here in this Fibonacci, and we got a lot of resistance areas that we're going to have to break through. But remember, when you're trying to change this trend, it has to start somewhere, and it has to start on that short term. And as we continue to move through that, we're going to go from our short term, intermediate term, and then our longer term trends. So we're trying to break out of this intermediate to longer term downtrend that we've been in since the end of June, guys. That's the main thing that we're trying to do now, is just change that trend and start trying to get back to the upside here. So we have a few good things going for us today. We're going to dig into all that, guys. If you like what we do here, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll make it happen here. So what we're looking at first, I want to spend some time on, is the Fibonacci. And what we ended up doing, guys, is going from our swing low up to our swing high. And for the longest time, we were talking about how we needed to defend this 0.618. That was a really big area for us. And that should have been the spot. If we were strong in here, we should have gotten a bounce off the 0.5 at around $84 or that 0.618 at $69.47. But as you can see, we broke down through that with conviction on heavy volume. So that showed we were not able to hold that. We came back up. We tried to back test it. We didn't quite make it there, guys, and what happened is we fell back through the 0.786, and that's a very deep retracement. Can it happen in cryptocurrency while we continue the overall uptrend that we've been dealing with since we started it back in 2019? Maybe we can find some floor here and then start moving it. That's a potential, because in cryptocurrency, what you'll realize is the retracements are so much deeper than in normal markets, and that's something that I've learned as well. So the fact that we did break down through that 0.786, I believe that's significant as well to the downside, guys. So now in terms of getting back up above that, we have to break back up through the 0.786 at 48.68. That's going to be overhead resistance, as well as what we're looking at today is our 40 EMA, and that's the moving average that you see in orange. And the reason why I chose the 40 today, and we're just going to isolate the 40, if you're looking at price action here, this 40 EMA has hugged the price action pretty well all the way to the upside, and then on the downside it's acted as pretty strong resistance. So that's another area that we're going to need to get over, the 0.786 and then this 40 EMA, which is going to be around 51.78. We need to start having candle closes up above that, guys, to start changing the trend. Now my upside alarm is at 65.28. I've had that in for quite a while now, and the reason why I want to see that is for us to start making a higher high than that area. And when I was talking about for us, guys, a slight higher low that's coming in, this is what I'm talking about here. So we ended up dumping down to around $42. We had a bullish Harami pattern. We came up and we set a lower high. And then what happened was the last 2 days or so, we set a higher low. You can see how this is higher than this previous area. So now what we need to do is have a higher high. So that would entail us getting up above that 48.72, which is also going to be that 0.786 Fibonacci. So you can see how it's important that we look at these Fibonacci levels, because they can act as support and resistance for us. So taking off the Fibonacci now, guys, what we're going to look at is the MACD, and this is important. I want to show you this here. So with our MACD, we're starting to have a bullish cross, which we truly haven't had since about October, I believe it is 6th. So our last significant cross to the upside was October 6th right here. We came back up, we kissed it again, guys, and then we kept moving until we lost it right up in this area, November 13th. And ever since then, since November 13th, we were just in this nasty downtrend. You can see the histogram was ticking to the downside. But now the good thing that's happened is the histogram is ticking to the positive. We're starting to get a positive tick up here, as well as starting to get this MACD cross. Now we need follow through. We're going to need big volume for this to be able to get this follow through, because sometimes, guys, you can touch here and then you can fall back down. But as of right now, if we really zoom in tight here, we are getting that MACD cross. And if you draw a trend line here, we are holding higher lows right in this area here. So this would be the trend line also that we want to get a bounce off of and continue to move. But I do believe that's important, that on the MACD we're starting to get that bullish cross, which we haven't seen in about 2 months. So that's significant in my book, at least. Next one I wanted to show you was our stock RSI. And now in terms of our stock RSI, we did get a bullish cross as well happening in this area. You can see right here how we had that cross. It's not on a ton of volume right now, guys, so that's where it's a little suspect for me. You typically want to see that cross on bigger volume with a bullish candlestick pattern. That will always help you. Right now we're at 68 and 62 on the stock RSI, so we're not in that overbought territory yet. Still plenty of room to run to the upside if we are to make that next move out of here and try to set a higher high, which is important for us, guys. It's all about changing the trend. Higher highs and higher lows so we can get out of these lower highs and lower lows that have been coming in. That's what we have to break. Next one I wanted to look at was our RSI. Now with our RSI, we're at 36, so we're above that oversold. So that's good. We're starting to build a little bit more strength there. And you can also see we're setting a higher low on the RSI as well. And that's what we need to do to dig ourselves out of here, guys. We're at that 36 right now. And volume is decreasing, though. Remember, whenever you're in this downtrend, typically, you can see how the volume's really faded away there. And then when you're in uptrends, you have heavier volume to the upside. So that's what we want to start watching to see if more volume is going to start coming into this Litecoin market for us so that we can start really pushing those prices up, guys. Because even if we just get a nice little reaction out of here like we've seen typically, guys, after a big dump, we'll have a reaction. Here's a big dump, there's a reaction. So it's basically like a short-term uptrend. Here's a big dump, here's a reaction. And a lot of times, even if you play those reactions, you can make 20-30%. Just to give you an example here, we'll pull out our price range tool from the bottom of this to the top. You're looking at 40% off a reaction. So if you know what you're doing and you know you're going counter trend, sometimes that can really be a good factor for you. I play reactions a lot, but guys, I would basically suggest that you do a lot of reading and studying before and understand market structure about higher highs and higher lows and lower highs and lower lows or consolidation patterns. It's really important for us to learn that. So right now with Litecoin, we're just looking to see if this is going to be a higher low, if we're going to get continuation, or if this is going to be some type of consolidation where we move sideways like we did over here. We almost had a month of just sideways movement. So that's what I'm looking at here, guys. If you like these, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, but keep your eye on that higher low with that MACD cross, and let's see if we can start pushing up and trying to challenge around that 51.77. That's going to be upside targets, downside targets. We're going to be looking at around that $40 we'd want to see hold, guys. So that's what I want to bring to you. Happy Saturday to you all. I'm going to try to get maybe one more video out today. Probably going to cover Bitcoin. Just really want to take a look at that. But I got a busy day today, guys. I appreciate you all being here with me today. I want to get this out early for you. So God bless. Take care. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, my friends.